Hi, everybody out there. I'm Kirsten, for somebody who doesn't know me yet, but I've been talking now for 7 weeks to you. And today I have the great pleasure to talk to Andrea Aste, who is a brilliant artist living in London. Hello, Andrea.
Hello, how are you? Nice to see you again, and welcome to everyone watching us.
Yes, I can see that some people are already watching. I'm wondering whether we have frozen here. Oh, sorry, I have technical problems, but it was to be expected when I talk to you because you're always.
It's always like that. Every time we are together, something magical or crazy happen. Remember the Tarot conference?
Yeah, you're totally right.
Don't say Stephen anything.
But now I get a note that we can be seen and heard, so we should watch what we're saying now, Andrea.
Okay, everyone knows that my second name is Mr. Malaprop. So if I say something crazy, strange, please don't pay attention. I mean, it's okay. Or stop me, please. No, stop me.
Okay. Andrea is, as I already announced, an artist from Italy. And I met him first, we now discovered in 2015, because he wrote me an email and asked me to join a Kickstarter campaign for this brilliant work of art. A book, a little bit like a Harry Potter book, if you ask me.
It's okay, yes. It's
And inside another secret box, which I will unfold. And here comes the box. And the box contains there's a lot to unpack. A book, which is called the Book of Shadows. And also, I think it's 78.
Yep.
Tarot cards.
Plus two.
In the special
cards, yes.
In the special Andrea Aste design.
Yeah, exactly.
Andrea, how did you come up with a tarot deck of your own?
Yeah, I have to say that tarot were in my childhood. I mean, from the childhood, I was in contact with tarot because my mother was a tarot reader. And I mean, not a professional one because she never wanted to be paid for the reading, but she liked to give reading to friends and people around, I mean, friends of friends or whatever. But she used tarot in a very special way with us. I mean, you know, children are children and you don't never want to go to bed. So when was the time to go to bed, she was taking the tarot deck with her. She will do a spread, and then like with a real witch started to, oh yes, I see. I mean, very theatrical way. I said, oh, I see from the cards. Yes, yes, yes. The cards are telling me that it's time for you and your brother to go to bed. And so we were going to bed because if the tarot will say something, you have to do it. I mean, it's real magic. For us, we're real magic, something really existing there. And then she will use the tarot to play with us. I mean, if my father was late from work, she was doing a spread and trying to discover why my father was late, because we are, you know, children. Oh, when daddy is coming home, we want to play with daddy. Where is daddy? Where is daddy? So my mother said, oh, he will late. It will be working. So, okay, I do the tarot and tell you where your father is. So he's on the road, he's coming, but he met and he started to make up stories and everything. And it was fantastic. So it was magic, childhood. I mean, my mother was able to recreate a very magic childhood for both of us, me and my brother. And so I was quite, I mean, something like 30 years after, I was quite bored of having the classical exhibition, painting, hanging, painting, and everything.
Perhaps if I just want to tell everybody who doesn't know Andrea, so Andrea has always been an artist, but discovered only, well, you discovered tarot in your early childhood. Sounds a little bit like Italo Calvino, what your mother did.
Exactly. And then I fall in love with Italo Calvino, his writing and everything. And yes.
And then you all of a sudden in your 30s came up with the idea of doing tarot for art.
Yes, because I wanted just to create major arcana, paint with oil colors, huge cards, and have an exhibition. But then
Mm-hmm.
I said, no, this is not right. It's not correct. I wanted to create real cards. And so I started to use Inkworks, and I started to have a vision of a world or a parallel world in my hand and my head. And so I said, okay, let's answer a question. What if the tarot were created by a real person, an ancient alchemist? And so I start to figure out this alchemist and writing stories. And so I created the book of of this strange alchemist that you see reproduced here. Every single page, I mean, there are very quirky drawings that is a tower on top of an elephant. And this is the like a journey that the strange alchemist Athanasius did before creating the tarot, the invention and discovery of tarot. And then because I created these pages, but all the story was in my mind, I started to write down the stories and presenting them like the translation of the Book of the Alchemy. So at the end, I have a book of alchemy, the first tarot ever created, and then I decided to create a mockumentary to connect everything. So I spent 3 years of my life secluded in my home studio, working day and night. And after 3 years, I decided to crowdfund my project and to have everything printed in such a way people can share my dreams, my story, my short stories, my fictional stories, and play with the tarot. And so I started in this very strange way to enter in the tarot world. And I think I was trapped, but in a nice way. I mean, now that I'm inside, I really love it. I love this idea of using tarot to tell in story, to create magic, to have new ideas, to, I mean, it's a powerful tool. I really like them.
So since this deck came out in 2015, you have been constantly only working with tarot
No,
in your art, or?
let's say that I changed my style of life completely. First of all, I escaped from Italy. I was not happy there. I didn't like to live in my country. So I went first to Australia to a conference tarot where I screened for the first time my film. Then I was invited to go to the States and I spent 3 months in the States. I wanted to take the green card and live in New York. But then John Matthews called me from London. He wanted to work with me and create a theater here, a theater producer. Wanted
Perhaps sorry, but John Matthews might not be known in Germany.
oh yeah, sorry.
He's a very popular tarot expert in Great Britain, together with his wife. Please, you pronounce her first name.
Yes, Kathleen Matthews.
No, it's not Caitlin, it's Caitlin.
There are two pronunciations of the name. One is the English one, the other one is the Irish one, if I'm
Exactly.
correct. But for me, because I met her with as Kathleen, and because they know there are lots of problem with my English, to my malapropism and everything, they say, okay, call me Kathleen. Thank you. So I'm granted the honor of a simplified version of the name.
Yeah, but anyway, John has done loads of tarot decks. I
And
have the
books.
Sherlock Holmes tarot deck of
Yes,
his.
the Sherlock Holmes books.
Uh,
He's above all an expert of Arthurian legends. I mean, he's worldwide known for that. He's an expert on, Mallory, all the Mallory books, and so King Arthur, the table ronde. So how do you say in English? The round table. Say in French anyway. Sorry. And King and Merlin and the story. I mean, it's fantastic. I've lost myself. Sorry.
Yeah, don't worry. So, John, you decided to work with John Matthews, or John Matthews decided to work with you.
Yes.
And what came out of this?
A new deck of tarot that would be very crazy because it would be the first double deck tarot in the world. I mean, it's two decks that you can use one or the other, but the best is when you use it combined.
So
So
let, that means it's twice 78 cards.
a lot of work for me. Yes.
And they're not doubled, but they're different motives.
No, they are double, but with important differences. This is the secret. I cannot reveal it because
Okay.
the publisher close my mouth, so I can
Okay.
say anything for now.
But
I'm not,
anyway, we will have 156 cards.
yes, if you do the math correctly, I trust you, yes. I have to draw every single one of them, and believe me, it was demanding, but it was really, really another dream of mine, another fantastic things, yes. So
It's
you asked me
amazing.
what I'm doing. I mean, yes, I'm still in the tarot world, but I'm not creating tarot every single day. I mean, I going on creating my animations for the industry. I mean, the show business. So sometimes television, sometimes theater show. It is something that I really like. And so I'm working with performers and cabaret artists. So let's say that whenever there is an animation or something I can draw, paint, I'm there. So I like to navigate through creativity. So I was bored to just paint oil on canvas. I mean, I prefer something more interactive, and so I moved to London for this reason. I mean,
Interactive is a good keyword. You was also working on another deck right now, right?
yes, I'm almost finished everything. I mean, I'm working on Oracularium. That is a very peculiar deck because, I mean, I'm not working alone on this project. I'm working with Neil Kelso. He's an expert in Victorian magic, and he usually works with a lot of theaters as a magic consultant. He creates tricks and everything. So he's a very, very mathematically creative mind. We met in London years ago before the Book of Shadows, and in a very crazy situation. So very, very magical, because we were invited by a common friend. This is one of the most famous magicians in England. And we met there. He wanted to create a deck and a show. I wanted to create a deck of cards and a show connected. And so we started to work, to dream and everything. And when I moved to London, well, we started to create together the idea. So it's a very peculiar deck of cards. Now, I don't know if with the camera, because it's a mix between pictures and photography. All the person that I photograph for creating the deck are performer, artists, or people that, let's say, are creative, because there is John Matthews too. So he's not a performer. So he's the, and is an oracle. In every card, there are 6 objects, and every object connect every card with all other cards in the deck. So you can use it like a tarot deck, like a Lenormand deck, and give very, very, very interesting results. So we are experimenting it a lot, and we found everything on Kickstarter in January, February, sort of. And now I'm almost ready to give everything to the printing process, and around September it will be on the market. I mean,
So it's an oracle deck like Lenormand or
it's an oracle deck. We study a lot of different divination systems, from the ancient to the more modern, and we wanted to create an oracle deck that can be used in different ways, because we wanted something powerful. Sometimes the oracle cards are quite, I don't want to say less, they say they are not interesting, or the concept behind them is not strong. So we wanted to challenge ourselves and create something unique. And well, we did it. I mean, we studied a lot and we have the
yeah.
results. So
How many cards are in this deck?
28.
28. Okay. Well, perhaps for everybody out there, um, I can show you the website.
Yes.
Um,
So you can see all the
well, that's not the website I
cards
wanted to show.
there.
Ah, here it is. So we already had a look, Andrea and I. I'm just trying to get out again here. So this is one of the cards here.
Yep, the
The
void.
void, I take it has something to do with the fool.
Sort of, yes. It's the beginning of the journey, but the void is, I mean, we wanted to represent the cosmos. So with the eye, it can be the eye of God, of the eye of creation, is the moment of the Big Bang, the empty space where everything has origin.
It is very beautiful, I have to say. And then we have
And then we have the beginning.
beginning.
Yep. And the 6 objects here, you can see we have the bottle, we have a cup, we have a match, then there is the cloud, the anchor, and the fish. and this object connect this card with every single card in the deck. I don't remember now how many. I think there are 30 something objects in total. I never remember the exact number, but anyway, there is a lot of them, but it's very easy to see, to memorize and to play, because you can, when you draw two cards, you can have the meaning of the two cards, you can have the number and the letter to use, you have the concept, the visual, but then you have one object connecting the two cards. And this can color the reading in a different way, give more depth to the reading.
Okay, so if I have this anchor here, I would be thinking of the Lenormand anchor, or?
Yes, it's possible. Yes, we try to create object connected to elements. And so the anchor is connected to water, like the fish. The clouds, if I remember right, is wind, so air, and go on. So we wanted to create something that people can use to have a lot of fun. If they want to stay to have simple reading, they cannot use the object. I mean, it's optional. If you want to go deep in the reading, you can do it. Then we have created a reading cloth with a special seal and special meaning, and you can use it to create other spreads. So you see, these cards are in common with the other one, the match. You see in the tab on the table, there is a used match.
Mm-hmm.
So you can have a different meaning when you draw the two cards together and they connect with this object.
And you said you use photos for this, so it's a kind of I can see it on this pic that there's probably a photo, and then you
Yeah.
made a painting out of it.
Yes, I took pictures with my green screen, so the technology I use for my animations when I
Uh-huh.
mix live action and animations. And then I recreate all the cards around the picture. Or I mean, I inserted the living beings inside the pictures. This is V, and he's a fabulous performer here in London. He's um, burlesque performer. We decided to, I mean, every single person you see in the cards is connected with the meaning of the card. In her performances, Lily, because the stage name is Lily Snatch Dragon, does something really, really funny and very intelligent. She uses stereotypes to make people understand concepts like racism, differences, cultural appropriation, but in a funny and clever way. So we want her to personify wisdom. So you see wisdom crashing the demon of ignorance. And this is a reference to Hinduism. So if you think about Shiva, the dancing lord of the world, with the dance he create the world, and with another dance he destroy the world, usually is represented standing, dancing on the body of ignorance. There's a little monster on the feet. So there are lots of different references, cultural references. We want them to be like in a parallel, fantastic world with everyone coming from different culture can see something from their own point of view.
Powerful.
Yes, this is Leopold Alexander, Mighty Mustache, and is an actor and performer. He's the stronger man in the world, I guess, in England for sure, and is one of the actors that did the film Dumbo, the recent film from Disney. So we
And
ask him to perform and be the powerful, to represent the powerful card, being powerful man, I mean.
well, that's pretty impressive that you got famous or well-known people for the deck.
Yeah, I think that when you have a dream, you have to dream big. I mean, if you want to create something strong, you want to create your vision, you have to share it. And I never fear to share my vision with others and see what they think about it or change it or modify it. For the film of The Book of Shadows, I contacted so the documentary we talked before, I contacted important professor at Oxford University or London University working for BBC. So people you see in the BBC documentaries. And if I remember right, yes, 2 of them are in my film, and they are worldwide famous. So, I mean, I'm happy, but I mean, I wanted to share, I explain why I want them in the film, and they wanted to play with the concept, and they say yes, so I'm really happy about it.
I'm just trying to go back to
You can
the
click on the cross on the right, top
cross.
right. There is a, I see, I don't know if your window is, there is a,
Okay. Sorry, yeah, my window was there. So I'm trying to cross because as you can see, everybody out there, just go to the homepage Oracularium.
perfect.
I practiced a lot now. .com, and you can see also a little video which introduces the deck, but also what we didn't talk about yet is that for this deck you're using augmented reality.
Yeah.
And you said it's the first deck ever to
the first Oracle deck, because there was another deck that was a tarot deck that started to use augmented reality, but it was at the beginning of the technology, so you can do limited things. Here we have, I mean, years are passing by, the technology is changing a lot, and I mean, the augmented reality now, with the augmented reality, you can do lots of amazing things. And we wanted to recreate a deep sense of magic. And so we decided to animate the cards. When you see every single card and even the cover of the book, of the cover of the box, you will see an animation coming out of the cards of the book and everything. And for the cards, this is important. We wanted to add more fun, more layers to the meaning, but the augmented reality is not necessary to play with the cards. It's just like a plus. It's something that you can use. Yes, if you show the video, we can see, because it's the easy way. You can see this is the Esotoracle, where the deck was presented for the first time. And even on the pages of the magazine, it was working. So, I mean, it's fantastic.
I don't think whether I can bring it back now, but as you can see, there is a YouTube channel. Is the YouTube channel called Oracularium?
No, I think no, it's on my YouTube channel. So Andrea Aste.
Andrea Aste YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Everybody who wants to know more about augmented reality decks should go there. I'm sure also the film for the Book of Shadows will be there, right?
Yes, the film is there, is free, and I'm sharing it. It's 1 hour and 24 minutes long.
Oui. Yeah,
It's a real film. It's a long film. Yes, this is the
I've
reason why.
actually never seen it, I have to say.
Really? Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I know.
I'm really, really deeply offended now.
I will watch it before October, because you said the deck will be out in October, right?
The film is connected to the Book of Shadows, so it's done. It's gone. It's done.
No, I mean this deck, the
Oh,
Oracularium.
yeah, sorry, I misunderstood you. Yes, this will be for September, October. Yes. Let's say that unfortunately the situation and the virus has slowed down everything. Everything is quite difficult now from the printing. I mean, printers were closed. No one is shipping anything. I mean, big deal of, so is, well, let's hope that the world started to go back to normality, or in a better way, even better. So,
Well, you're definitely supposed to be a speaker at the Tarot conference in London in October.
Yep. I will present there with John, the double deck.
Yeah. Oh, the double deck. I thought you were going to present.
No, because Neil was invited too, and so Neil will present Oracularium while I present the other deck. Because in
the presentation of the 2 decks.
Yes, in the same month I will have 2 decks out. It happened? I mean,
yeah, cool.
Yes, it is. I mean, I'm happy about it. Very happy.
So how is the tarot scene right now doing in London with all the...
Well, let's say that everyone is secluded in their own homes. So we are connected with everyone, but let's see what happens when everything starts to go back to normality. Because I don't know what to expect. I mean, little theaters can be closed forever. galleries of art, maybe through some pubs and restaurants, some venues. So let's see what happens, because
Mm.
the economical damage is, I mean, is heavy.
Well, perhaps you draw one of your cards for what we can do to have our fantastic tarot conference in October.
Yes. Well, we can have a lot of fun. We can, as always, we always have a lot of fun when we are together at the conference. I mean,
Yes, with
so
Stephen together, we are always a trio infernal.
yes, me, you, and Steve. Yes, Stephen Bright. Yes, I'm missing it a lot. We are Skyping or we are calling with the mobile, but I really miss my friends. I mean, I just moved here in December, so I'm in the new house studio, and now we want to celebrate and do a party and everything, and we're never able to do it for one reason or the other. So anyway, I draw two cards.
Okay.
The first one is love.
Oh,
So we can see here a very peculiar scene, because this is, I, to take inspiration from this card, I go back to my childhood in Buenos Aires, and so tango. This is one of the places where you dance tango. This couple is playing tango, dancing tango, and you see so a dim light coming from above. You see it is seen, and let me see. Yes, is keeping a rose in the
his
hand.
mouth.
And you can see some of the object.
Ah,
Now I have the flower here. Then there is the gargoyle, the diamond. You have a cup, a match, and then you have a bird there. And the other card is again wisdom. It happened. And so we already described this card. And so let me watch
yeah, so
and
what can we do? Love and wisdom.
love and wisdom. No, I think that, of course, I mean, I think is a nice, interesting message for the conference, because every one of us have his own wisdom, his own knowledge and skill in the world of the tarot. Someone is a creator, someone is a writer, someone is an historian, someone is a reader of tarot. So we can combine our wisdom together to share it, to have more knowledge, because at the end it's like having a pieces of a puzzle. I have my little one, you have yours. If we combine all together, we can have more knowledge, more fun, because I mean, every one of us is just a point of view on the truth. No one of us has the full truth. So if we combine the knowledge, we can have a better a better point of view on reality, on our passion. And love, of course, is there to remind us why we are there. I mean, to share our passion, our love, but even maybe is a reminder that we have to love what we are doing, because otherwise there is no reason in doing it. And above all, in this specific period of time, thinking is is very, very important. I mean, pondering, considering what we are doing here, if we are living the life that we wanted, if we are doing what we wanted to do. And maybe this is the time to study, to improve, and maybe go into the direction to realize our dreams step by step, little by little, and doing something that we really like and really want to do.
Yeah.
I'm a dreamer, you know. I mean,
Yes, you are.
yes, but I mean, you know, when I started to, I mean, I did philosophy at university. And when I started to write my books and then paint, and I refused to have a job. I mean, I quit my regular job. I was a copywriter in an advertising agency. All my friends, my parents would say, "No, you are mad. You will never survive." It's like, no, you have to believe in your dreams. I mean, destiny will show you the way. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in what you really want to do, and you find a way to survive. You find a way of living, to creating something. I mean, I'm still here now. I don't know how many years, and 15, 20 years, I'm living as an artist. So it's
Cool.
possible. You have to believe in yourself, in what you're doing, and go on studying, doing. I mean, I believe in the inner potential.
Yeah, you always are very positive about this. Whenever I meet you, I um, You did some daring things like moving to London, which is not an easy thing, I think.
No, it's not
um,
easy. It's very, at the beginning, it was very scary. But again, I think we are here to explore life. I mean, if you always live protected in your home, in your garden, in the world that you don't grow. At the end, you are waste your life. I mean, life is here to be discovered. We have to do something new, taste something new every day, read a book, a line, a sentence, listen to some music. I mean, jazz. Do you like jazz? I love jazz, but I don't like rap. So one day I said, okay, now I want to listen to some rap and see if I found something that I like. And I challenge myself in listening, in discovering, see the taste. I mean, then I still don't like it, but at
Neither
least
do
I
I.
give it a try. No, I mean, it's just, I mean, that's joking. But at the end, we have to explore life. We have to do something different. We have to travel. We have to, I mean, if it's possible, of course. And when it's not possible, I mean, not coming from a rich family. So I always have a lot of problems supporting myself. But at the end, I did it. I travel a lot around the world in different situations. And I decided to have a style of life completely different. I mean, while my friends were buying cars and expensive clothes and furniture, I was living in a very beautiful home, but with less furniture possible, less things possible. I always refused to have a car. And with the money I put aside, I will travel. I used to travel the world. I spent 3 months in New York just because I wanted, and it was fantastic. So I
Cool.
prefer the idea of exploring life instead of owning things. That at the end is a burden for me. They make me sink in a place. I want to be free.
Well, next time I talk to you, will introduce you as the philosopher, Andrea
But
Aste.
in the States, they joke about it and they call me the philosopher artist. So
Yes, yes, I think they have a right to do this. I just look, there are no questions right now. I think we're about done for today. Um, if somebody still has questions, please just write them in the comments here and I can come back to Andrea or Andrea can come back to you. And please go to, I say it again, oracularium.com. It's almost as difficult as esotoracle. Iso,
I have the same problem. But at the end, remember oracularium, oracle and imaginarium. It were the
okay.
two concepts we wanted to meld together to create
Okay.
the deck. The name.
I must say I'm very curious on this deck, especially because of the augmented reality, but I'm even more curious about the double deck. That sounds really thrilling.
But when we meet next time, I will have both of them in my hands finally.
Yes,
So
yes.
I'm
Stick with
looking
me.
forward to it.
um, yeah, Andrea. So I hope we talk in person in October because, of course,
Me
I'm
too.
coming to
I'm
London if I'm
really,
allowed to.
I'm really looking forward to seeing you again.
Yes, and until then, please just stay safe in lovely London.
Yeah,
And
I will. I mean, yeah, secluded at home, working day and night because at the end, otherwise I get bored. So I have
yeah,
to do something. So it's okay.
so keep up the good work.
Yeah,
Um,
thank you.
for everybody out there, for this week, I'm not doing a live chat again on Tarot e.V. Next week, I have two guests again. I will post it later who it is. And it was a pleasure to talk to you, dear Andrea.
Thank you to you for the opportunity. And it's always marvelous to see you and joke around with you. I mean, it's always fun.
Yeah, we did the joking mainly before we went live, but
Yes, yes, well, yes.
so first, bye to everybody out there.
Thank you for watching and have a nice day and a
Yes.
prosperous day. And stay safe.
Bye bye.